and today we are going to be discussing some other concepts in JavaScript. Let me open Visual Studio Code. So we have a lot of ways to create the JavaScript in HTML. JavaScript in HTML. There are multiple ways. The first way we done with inline.js, and second way we done with internal.js, and third way we done with external.js, and fourth way browser console, and fifth way online editor, and finally we need to write JavaScript. So there are multiple concepts available in JavaScript, like variables, operators, loops, conditions, events, JSON data, XML data, and attribute manipulation, and CSS manipulation, date methods, string methods, array methods, so etc. There are a lot of concepts which are going to be available inside JavaScript. We will see one by one. And before going to write the programs for the JavaScript, we need to create one JS file. So let's go with a simple thing like alert box. How to create alert box in JavaScript. Alert method, alert method.html. So let me write a script. Inside the script, I am writing alert box. Alert internal.js loading. So what about alert is? Let me write some nodes for the alert method. Alert is a JavaScript method. Alert is a JavaScript method which is used for show alert boxes for user. One more point, alert method loads from browser, loads from window level. So let us have some DOM architecture. So this is the DOM architecture. Can you people see this? Top level we have the browser, then we will be have the window, then we will be having a document. On top of the document we will be having the head and body. So document nothing but in JavaScript terminology, document is HTML. On top of the document we are having two sections. One is the head section, one is the body section. In the body section we will be having lot of elements. Suppose I'm taking two elements, two divisions. Inside the again one more division we will be having a child divisions also, and inside this a particular element, so tables, forms, whatever it may be, paragraphs, headings, all these things. But document is user visible element. Whatever the document we have here, this is the user visible element. This browser and window is not going to be visible by the user. User can able to see only document. User can able to see only document. The document we are going to be see. On top of the document we will be having head and body and divs and elements, whatever it may be. But behind the document, window is available. Behind the window, browser is available. Browser and window is not visible elements. So browser and window is going to be working with the console. Basically this is about console. This is the soul of the browser. Window is the soul of the browser. From window, so many methods are going to be manipulating. From window, we can able to operate the current location. From window, we can able to see the drawing procedures. From window, we can see the prompt messages. From window, we can able to see the alert messages. From window, we can able to see the pop-up boxes, all these things. So there are multiple kind of things which are going to be available inside the DOM level, DOM architecture. This is the DOM architecture, and very important DOM architecture. In interviews, so they will ask whatever the things, what is browser, what is window, what is document, all these things. So let us try to please understand all these things. So let me save the picture into our folder. So I'm saving the picture. This is the DOM architecture. DOM architecture. So fine. Then I need to go with the program. So alert is a JavaScript method which is used for show alert boxes for the user. And that method loads from the window level. Just remember these 2 points. Okay, so when I execute my program, alert, I can able to see the alert box, and this alert box is loading from window level, not from document level. That we need to remember. Whatever the alert box we got here, this alert box is loading from the window level, not from the document level. Document is this one. This is the document, but this is loading from window level. Alert is loading from window level. If you want, I will show this. So let me write some document.write. Let me write some document.write. Document.write. I am writing document.write also. Document loaded. Document loaded. So now you see which is going to be loading first and which is going to be loading second. Loading first is alert. Why? Because that is coming from window. Window is the top level. After loading the window only, document is loading. Can we see document is loading second? First alert box came, second document.write loaded. Okay, can I put a document.write before the alert? Can I put a document.write before the alert? Why? Because of JavaScript is line by line execution. You may think like alert box is loading first. That's why alert box is coming first in browser. So now open the default browser. Now we can see, even I'm writing document.write before line, or before line one, nothing but first line, third line. I'm writing document.write in the third line, and I'm writing document.write in the third line. In the fourth line, I'm writing alert box. Even though alert box is coming first. Why? Because of alert box loading from window. Alert box loading from window, and document is loading next. Document is loading next. This is a very important interview question. If people get remember something, always alert boxes loading first in the browser. Why? Because before document alert is ready. Before document window is ready. Window level alert box is coming. So that's the simple thing. That's the simple thing we have to remember. That is the alert box concept. The next one, let me save the notes. And the next thing is document.write. Document.write method. What about the document.write method? Document.write method is going to be printing. Document.write is a JS method which will print any kind of text or elements on top of the document. So document.write is always front of the browser. So let me write about the document.write. Let me take a new program and save it as document.write .html. So taking script now and document.write. Inside document.write, you can write with single quotes or double quotes. Document.write syntax. Syntax will be like this. You can write single quote or you can write a double quotes. Both will allow. Both will allow. Okay, so let me take a document.write now. So I'm taking single quotes. Hello JavaScript. Next, I'm writing one more document.write. This will be double quotes. Welcome to full stack. Welcome to full stack. So we are writing some text on top of the document. We are writing some text on top of the document. That is nothing but document.write. Open in default browser now. So we have hello JavaScript, welcome to full stack. Both are came. Hello JavaScript, welcome to full stack. Both are came. But the thing is, I want to take a break. How to take a break? Again, we need to write a document.write and write on top of document one break tag. Write on top of document one break tag after hello JavaScript. Okay, I'm writing again. When I'm writing this, I can able to see a break thing. Hello JavaScript first, next welcome to full stack. Both are came. Both are came. So from this document.write, you can able to create elements also. For example, I want to create a heading tag. I want to create a heading tag. You can create a heading tag document.write. I want to create a heading tag. How to create heading tag, guys? H1 open. H1 close. H1 open, H1 close. Now you can see that. Now we can see that H1 also loaded. Any kind of element you can create. Any kind of element you can create. You can create headings. You can create paragraphs. You can create forms. You can create list items. Whatever you want, you can do create. Okay, for example, document.write. Let me create a list item, order list, for example. Order list open, order list close. Inside order list, I want to take a list item. Li open, li close. Okay, for example, this is the HTML. I'm making copy this HTML now. Okay, finally I got order list. We have the order list now. In the same way, you can create an order list. See, anything you can create. Anything you can create with the document.write. So after coming to the JSON, I will tell you how to bind the data, dynamically with order list and unorder list, or with different kind of headings, different kind of paragraphs. How to bind the real-time data. Real-time data matlab, which is going to be having services. From service we can call the data. It should be dynamic data. So later we will see how to work with the dynamic data in the part of the JavaScript. So this is the thing. The next concept is going to be prompt message. How to work with the prompt message. Prompt also working from window. Prompt is a JavaScript method. Prompt is a JS method which will take input from the user. Next point, prompt will store the data. Prompt will store the data in a variable. Prompt will store the data in a variable. Whenever you want, you can just store the data and store in the variable. Okay, let me write about the prompt method. So prompt, for example, enter username. Enter username. You can put with a single quote and double quote. Both are allowed. Enter with a username. We can put single quote and double quote. Both are allowed. Next, one more point. Prompt method. Prompt will work on window. This method works from window, not from document. Remember this point. This method works from window. Next, I will write a new program. Save it as prompt.html. Okay, so internal script prompt enter username, save it, open default browser. I'll be getting a prompt now. A prompt having two conditions, one is the cancel, one is the okay. When we click OK button, then only it is going to be storing the data. When we click on cancel button, it is not going to be storing the data. So I'm entering some data here. So I'm entering Srinivas and click on OK button. My data got stored. But how to capture the data? If you want to capture the data from JavaScript, you need to create a variable and we need to store the data with the prompt. So where name is equal to and document.write name. So just try to understand, I'm writing two lines of the code. First line, I'm creating a variable called name. With the name, I'm storing the data from the prompt. Whatever the data you entered in the prompt, that data I got stored in the name. And finally, I need to print that particular data. So execute this one more time. And I'm going to be entering the Srinivas here. And okay. And we can see on top of document, we can see Srinivas. So how this Srinivas got printed? This Srinivas got printed from document.write. And document.write actually got the value from name. How the name is actually carrying from? Name is carrying from prompt. We entered some value in the prompt. That value stored by the name. Name is the variable capturing the prompt value. That particular name is going to be transferring to the document.write. We are writing document.write for showing the data. Okay, so I will write in the one more way. So username is comma name. Username is comma name. Finally, okay, I have the prompt username. Enter username, something like Srinivas. Click on OK button. Username is Srinivas. That's it. So this is the way of writing the prompts. And a little bit lengthy I will write. Where first name, enter first name, next second name, enter second name, and finally I want to get the full name, where full name is equal to first name plus last name, second name, and here in the plus I want to take the underscore, and finally I want to print the full name. Full name is full name. So what is going to be happening in the first line? First line in the prompt, first name is going to be carrying. In the second line from the prompt, second name is going to be capturing. And full name is the method. Full name is some statement which is the addition of the first name plus second name, string concatenation. Two strings are already available. Those particular two strings are concatenating now. And we are adding one more additional string like underscore. And finally, full name will be first name plus underscore plus second name. That's the way of working with a little bit prompts, little bit a lengthy program. Enter first name. So I'm giving Srinivas. Click on OK. Second name, I'm giving Gorantla. Click on OK button, and full name is Srinivas underscore Gorantla. So I got the data. On top of the document. In the same way, you try to work with a salary calculation. Where salary is equal to prompt method, prompt enter salary calculator, where something like bonus is equal to prompt enter bonus, and now where final taken salary is equal to salary plus bonus, salary plus bonus. And I want to print the final taken salary. Document dot write final taken salary is comma final taken salary. And let me try to execute this one. Open in the default browser. So first enter salary. Salary is going to be entering like 1 lakh. Click on OK. And bonus is going to be something like 10,000. Click on OK. So what is going to be happening? 1 lakh, 10,000, 10,000. So this is not actually working like arithmetic operator. Why? Because of we are entering numbers. We are entering numbers in the prompt. Whatever the number you entered in the prompt, that will be the string. Suppose I am entering number in the string prompt. So I'm entering something like 10,000 here. So this 10,000 is going to be string now. This 10,000 is going to be not a number. This will be string. Why? Because prompt and alert prompt method is going to be taking the value as a string. Prompt is the input, right? Input always a string. Input always a string. But anyway, you are entering the number. You are giving the number. Even the number is also storing as a string, like this one. It is taking some codes, and your 10,000 will be a string. Why? Because prompt is going to be treating input as a string. Remember it. Prompt is going to be treating input as a string. String plus string, string concatenation is going on. The first prompt is taking string. Second prompt also taking string. First prompt something like 10,000, and this is string. Second prompt 100 or 200, and now 10,200. 10,200 nothing but string plus string, string concatenation is going on. String concatenation is going on, but we don't want to go with the string concatenation. What we want to go for? We need to convert the string into the integer. So how to convert string into the integer? That is called a type conversion. In JavaScript, if you want to convert string to integer, there is a method called a parseInt method. Later I will tell all these things. ParseInt. Whatever the data you entered in the prompt, that will be the string. Salary is the string. Now string is converting to the number. Now string is converting into the number using a method called parseInt. And bonus also converting into the number using a method called parseInt. And finally number plus number. Number plus number is what? Again number. This is now plus is working as arithmetic operator. Plus is working as arithmetic operator. Whenever you are adding a string plus string, now plus is going to be working as concatenation operator. Plus is working as concatenation operator in the case of strings. Plus is working as arithmetic operators in the case of numbers or floats. Okay, let it be. So now we'll check the program, how this is going to be working and operating. Save it, running this program. Enter the salary, something like 10,000 or 1 lakh, and enter the bonus, something like 20,000. Now finally salary will be nan. What is the nan here? So somewhere we got the issue. Percent salary, percent. Okay, so this could be something like final salary taken %. There is something issue with why no nan value coming. Enter salary 1,000, bonus now 1,100. We got it. So we need to use the plus symbol. And we need to use the plus symbol. Why? Because this is a number, right? And this is a string. Number plus string. We need to show the document dot write. Make it a plus symbol. Make it a plus symbol. And this time, in the previous time, comma allowed. Why? Because this is a string. This is the string. No problem with the comma. And but this time you need to go with the plus symbol. Remember this one. Remember this one. This is a very important thing. This is a very important thing you have to remember. So today we are discussing some methods like alert method. What about alert method? Alert is going to be printing something to the browser. Alert pop-ups, alert boxes. Alert is working from window. Alert is loading from the window level. The next thing is document.write. Document.write is going to be writing some content on top of the document, writing some plain text, writing elements, whatever it may be. On top of the document, I want to write something using with the document.write. And document.write is always front of the browser, and document.write will be allowed with a single quote and double quote, both will be taken. And the next concept is we are working with the prompt. Prompt is very, very important in the real time. Whenever you want to take input from the user, and whenever browser want to take input from the user, prompts are very important. And again, prompts are working from the window level. Prompt is a method which will take input from the user. Prompt will store the data in a variable. Prompt will store the data in a variable. Prompt enter username with single quote and double quote you can work with. This method works from window. And let me tell you one thing. If I am executing this application, enter salary something like 10,000 or 1,000. Click on cancel. Enter bonus 100. Click on cancel. What is the output now? Salary taken is none. Why? Because you are not storing the data. You are clicking on cancel button. So we need to understand one thing. In the prompt, note point here in the prompt. Note in the prompt method, in the prompt window, we have two buttons. One is cancel, one is okay. Cancel is going to be not capturing the data. Okay is going to be capturing the data. Cancel state is Boolean false. Okay state is Boolean true. Remember this. Cancel state is Boolean false. Okay state is Boolean true. This is important and interview question. Prompt method will have the two options. One is the cancel, one is the okay. When we click on OK button, then only it will capture the data. When we click on the cancel button, it will not take the data. So enter salary is something like 10,000 and click on OK. Enter bonus something like 1,000. Now click on cancel and the salary is none. Why? Because of the same problem. You are going to be not capturing the data from the prompt. So that is the reason what you have to do is you need to go with the OK method. OK method is going to be taking the data. Okay, click on open the default browser. Enter salary something like 1,000 and bonus will be 100 and finally we will be having 1,100. Very simple, straightforward. So state should be okay. State should be true.